It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 31, Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, Wentz. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. Joey Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completion step up and make those throws, and he did that.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule trying to pick up a first down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Tua to throw. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw is Tua. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're out of time now, so this one has to be in the end zone. So make sure you have your fastest guys and your best leapers on the field for this play.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. For the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.